Hi folks, also Pete here again. I over this for years have had problems in managing my pool. It has really been a nightmare. I needed to spend about $100 a month on pool maintenance service, and they would super over chlorinate the pool. But I invested money in a couple of products, and plus use the regular maintenance of setting up the pH and the chlorine and stabilizer to the pool. But these are the big ones that help me out every week or every other week, including cleaning my cartridge filter. But I use this phosphate remover. They sell it different ones. I really enjoy this one from Polaris that I have a subscription with my Prime service, and they always send me a couple of bottles. As long as the pool is a little bit clear, just every time you do your maintenance work, just add a little, about maybe a quarter of a bottle, and it will spread out. Especially if you have green in your water, then you probably want to use a little bit more than a quarter, half, or even up to a full bottle, depending on how bad your pool is. This really helps maintain. We keep a lot of plants around our pool, and they say plants can cause the pool to create algae. And that's always been the biggest thing, algae inside the pool. A lot of brushing, a lot of super chlorinating, and if you don't balance it correctly, you've just wasted a lot of money. But one of the products that I also bought was an ionizer. Now this is not the most popular brand. In fact, I believe they had called it as Ionizer. I spent about $100 on it. It uses a rod like you would find in your hot water heater that collects the chemicals and the carbons that help in making your pool green. So this just eats it away, and ever since I've been using this, I have used less algae cleaner or yellow out, things that really has been a nightmare, because if you don't balance it right, it goes. And it actually works with the sun. It's a solar ionizer. I used to have to clean the rod frequently, but I moved up to a Remington rod, and Remington also builds this piece, but I kind of manipulated the Remington to fit inside this one, and so I highly recommend it. Part of the things that they said, you don't need to clean it, and ever since I've been using the Remington rod, I have no need to clean it. So I highly recommend the Remington rod instead of any other one, because the other ones I would have to maintain, and it was very messy. It didn't make it much fun. This Remington rod, I just changed it once after a year because it started building up some gunk on it, and I changed the rod, and it stays pretty clean. So I'm pretty amazed with it, and I got one more rod before I have to order replacements. So again, I would recommend the Remington ionizer. This is not the Remington one, it's a different, so I believe they call it the Ionizer. But a lot of maintenance on it, which is very messy, and I didn't enjoy doing the maintenance. But less money, longer life to your chlorine and your chemical balances. Pretty amazing. It is just phenomenal. A friend told me about it, and he went to his pool supply store and he asked how come inside the pool supply store they don't sell these. And they told him, well, our number one business is selling chlorine. And if you're using one of these items, your need for chlorine reduces almost to 50 to possibly 80%. Getting on with this, the battery's running a little bit low. The other investment that I made was with the Nautilus Dolphin. Comes with a nice timer. I use this item here for an extension cord to roll up the wire. It's important to keep the wire nice and straight. And this is the pool cleaner, but it doesn't use the pump. So if you're using the pump and the pump is dirty, you're going to get poor power. But with this one, it doesn't use the pump. You plug it in, and it should be very nice. At the end of your cleaning, it comes out with a little filter. You clean the filter, pop it back in, close it up. So the next time you make your maintenance job, this is about $600, but well worth the money. And I've been saving about close to $600, maybe $700 a year by using this, because I don't no longer need the maintenance guy. But of course, now that becomes a lot more, because now after the first year I save 600. Now every year after that is 1,000. So I've had it already for about 3 years. So I would say this has saved me like $3,600 so far, and will continue to save me thousands of dollars per year just by doing my own maintenance. So that's pretty much it. It comes with a little control box that you set, and set it for 3 hours and it'll clean. So I hope that helped. Enjoy. Happy maintenance on your pool. Okay, so this is a video on how to set up the control device for the Dolphin Nautilus. And so it comes with a long blue wire which is attached to the Nautilus, and then you have to use that hole right there and plug this in. There's a little notch in it, and there's a little notch on this side right there. So meet the notches up together. Squeeze in as much as possible till you kind of hear a snap, and then screw it in. Now I already plugged it in, and you press this button to turn it on, and then this button is the timer to put the amount of hours that you want it to run, either 1, 2, or 3, and that's 1 hour, that's 2 hours, and that's 3 hours. And after that is done, your Nautilus should be working. And we'll go over here to the pool. It's raining. I hope you don't get wet. But in the rain, I'm still cleaning my pool, and here's home, coming and climbing up the walls. No pump, it's basically on electricity, motor power, and does a great job of cleaning. Enjoy.